on a 3-day adventure, camping, plus exploring enchanting and secluded spots on this captivating tropical paradise I call home, all while living from the land.
And here I am!
Big Loom Entertainment.
What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome once again. A bit of a shoe change from when you saw me last week. Oh my goodness, the bag is still very heavy. When you saw me last week, I was trekking through the river, and I still am. About to walk through some water right now, so I got my water shoes on. And the game plan is to head to the beach. Current time, it's 1:17, and I got quite a while to go. Walking through the river, probably head up, walk along the airport, and across the road to the beach. That's the game plan. And of course, you're more than welcome to join. Oh man, round 2 of fun begins.
I was knocked down, heard the countdown through the haze, in the face of defeat, yeah. I was ruled out with no bailout, on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me, so I picked up the pace, and now I'm in the race. Give me some space.
Oop, and here I am! Made it to the beach! Over 7 billion people in the world, and I'm the only one here. That means I've got my own private beach. And this is where I'm going to be spending the rest of the day and spending the night, waking up in the morning. There's a bit of a reef out there, so I'll get to explore that in a bit. First, I need to head up into the trees, find a spot where I could set up and make it my home for the night. I don't think the tent will be able to work, especially with the tide rising right here. So, I'm gonna use the hammock. OM budget. All right, let's head up into the trees and let's find a spot. Let's make this a home. Woo! Found the most amazing spot between these 2 trees, right near the ocean, fresh breeze constantly blowing, and I can already tell that I will have absolutely 0 issues when it comes to mosquitoes this evening. Only thing that concerns me is the possibility of rainfall. Consider this massive gray cloud out there, and as a secondary or backup, I need to pitch that tent somewhere. So that's gonna be the next thing that I do. But for now, here comes the sun. But for now, I'm just gonna chill and read my book. Welcome to the funky beachside kitchen. And today is gonna be an amazing one. Our meal today is gonna be a leafy salad. And the featured leafy greens are gonna be vervine, leaf of life, and amaranth. So I've got those soaking in some water and vinegar. Man, I really need to sharpen this knife. Ugh. Adding to that, I'm gonna make some cubes with the sweet potato with my unsharpened knife. So that's gonna go into the pot. I've got exactly 1 hour and a half before the sun sets. So I'm racing against the clock right now. I sat in that hammock just reading. Man, this novel is so amazing. I started reading and time just got the best of me. So now, hoo-yah! I'm on a race against time, but this shouldn't take long. The leafy greens are already pretty much done. They're soaking in some water and vinegar. All I've got to do now is just drain the water and we're good to go. Sweet potato already diced into cubes, and now I gotta dice this monster into cubes as well. This should be much easier to cut even with a very dull knife. Slice this one into cubes as well. Dunzos. This is going to shrink, but that is plenty. I'll put this one into the bag. I could probably have that for brekkie. We get some very green plantain. Just gonna peel that up. Same thing, gonna cut this into cubes, so cut that in half, then cut it lengthways, turn it the other way lengthways, and then just cut right down the side. Slide that in there, kaboom! This is kind of ripe. Because of that, I'll have to put it in after. I thought it was green. I would chop it and put it in there, but that's cool. Now I just need to chop up some garlic, onions, and put that in there. A little bit of oil, flavor it up, and put that on the fire. There we go. All right, that's what we're looking for. Beautiful lit flame. That's that sound you want to hear. The sound of sizzle. Oh, that smells so good. Now this is once again how you enjoy a meal. Ooh, man, that looks so yummy. Exact time, 6:18. Yo, I swear I'm not faking it. This is the bomb.com. Leaf of life, amaranth, vervine, sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes, onion, garlic, turmeric, papaya, grated some carrots on there. I've just been sitting here in my thoughts, taking time for meditation, for prayer. I've been sitting here since the sunset, current time 9:57. Holy moly. Probably got dark about 6:45 and 9:57 is the current time. It's been amazing listening to the sound of the water lapping, the wind blowing, smelling that fresh air. Yeah, it's been fantastic. So now it's time to make my way back to camp, get my teeth brushed, and sort myself out for the night. Of course, I've got my tent as a backup. I'll set that up because I can see a few gray clouds. I don't think it'll rain, but I can see a few gray clouds. And I've also got the hammock up, I think I'm going to use the hammock to sleep tonight. And that's going to be the game plan. So I'm going to turn in for the night, and I will see you in the AM. Woo! There's always activity in progress, but nature's sounds are quiet and harmonious. Welcome to the next morning. Woo, man. Let me start by saying it was actually not the best sleep I've had. I started off, well, first of all, took a dip. That was amazing. Took a nature dip. Then went to the hammock, dozed off for a little bit, but all I kept hearing, man, was the sound of waves, and it was so loud because I was so close to the water's edge. So that kept me up a bit. Then I started to get a little chilly because the wind really started to kick in, and it's a good thing I set up the tent because I was able to move into the tent. And I slept a lot better in there, but the sound of the waves kept waking me up. And I've been sitting here since about 20 minutes to 5, so about 4:40. I've been sitting right here, watched the sunrise in the east, sat right here and just, started praying and meditating. Now I'm reading. Current time, I've got 6:27 in the AM. And it's been an awesome morning so far. I've almost been here for 2 hours. Wow. Great start to the morning. So, gonna head over to the camp, start packing up everything, also prepare breakfast, chill in the hammock some more, maybe go for a swim, but the water has gotten a bit cloudy.
I was listening to the studio album Rastaman Vibration by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Throughout my existence, I've heard this album from start to finish, but this time, something was different. I hung on the lyrics of a few lines in one song in particular. The words commanded my attention, so I hit replay and concentrated as I absorbed the message delivered by the group, spearheaded by its unapologetic leader. When you think it's peace and safety, a sudden destruction, collective security for surety, the song Rat Race continues. In the abundance of water, the fool is thirsty. This verse had me reflecting in an almost trance-like state. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines a rat race as the unpleasant life of people who have jobs that require them to work very hard in order to compete with others for money, power, status, etc. I once saw a flyer on a train that read, "Are you commuting to a job you despise just to pay for the house that sits empty while you are at the job you despise?" Ponder on that for a sec. A badge of honor awarded to anyone overworking and living the default life, impulsively following the status quo. This way of life may yield major benefits for some: stature, material possessions, wealth, assets, chasing perceived happiness. That life was never for me. I saw the rat race for what it truly was, yet I found myself tirelessly running on this hamster wheel until I finally experienced burnout. I didn't feel the need to be in it anymore, so I left. I am currently hyper-focused on scaling down. This brings me to where I am today.
Oh yeah, it is that time of morning. It is time for brekkie. On our breakfast menu this morning, we have sweet and savory potato. This one is going to be absolutely yumsies. I've got me some basil, well, pretty much the same tea I had yesterday or last week. Basil, we got bay leaf and also cinnamon. And for the potatoes, man, this one is fully stacked. Fully stacked. I'm gonna start by cutting up the papaya. So the papaya is going to be in the sweet part of the breakfast potato this morning. So we have sweet and savory. So for the sweet part, we have papaya, we have maple syrup, we have some nuts, and also we have some raw oats. So a little bit of nuts, raw oats, some cinnamon. Gonna chop up papaya. This is going to be the sweet part of the potato, which put into here. Get a little more papaya in there. And then we top that off with a little bit of maple syrup. Kaboom! For the savory potato, there's some black beans. They're not spicy though. I don't do spicy foods. I'm just gonna chuck that in there. Some avocado. chop that up like that. Put that on here. Some curry, black pepper, rosemary, thyme mixed. Grate a little bit of carrot on there. Get a little bit of lime, and that lime is going to go onto the savory side. Oh yeah. And finally, on the savory side, we got some pure coconut oil that's going to be drizzled onto the savory potato. And kaboom! Sweet and savory potatoes.
That was an amazing brekkie. Ooh, and this tea is superb. Tell me, what better place to enjoy a fulfilling meal, a satisfying meal, than with harmonious nature? And it's not done yet. I've got a third location in mind. So that means I'm going to be walking the coastline, looking for spot number 3, where I'm going to be spending the night. And who knows what's going to happen. I still got plenty more food. So there's going to be another menu being whipped up so that I can enjoy some amazing food. Some natural food. Food from the ground, living from the ground, living from the earth. That's what I'm doing here, yo. My belief in my purpose inspires my desire to continue doing stuff like this. And I'll continue doing it, sharing it with you, sharing it with me, sharing it with everybody. So please feel free to share this video, share this link with any and everyone who can benefit. Because, you know, I mean, look. Now, of course, you're more than welcome to subscribe. It's all good if you do, it's all good if you don't, but if you don't, you'll be missing out on whatever I get up to next. And half of the time, I don't even know what I'm gonna get up to next. So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notifications, so you know when the next video is released. Folks, you know what it is? As always, get control of your body, take time for your mind, love yourself first, so you can love others. Until the next time. Whoop, whoop. Peace.